Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to my channel. I am Lola, your Empress of Love, and I am giving you the tea on love and romance. I'd like to say to those of you that have liked, subscribed, and gotten personal readings, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to those of you Capricorns that would like to get a personal reading, I would like to invite you to go to www.whatsthettarot.com to book your personal reading. I offer same-day readings as well as readings by appointment. Okay, Capricorns. Today's reading is going to cover September 2017, and let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first card up is the card that I pull to give me insight as to what's going on with you and your love and romance. It kind of gives me what I like to say is the main factors as to what's going on with you and the love and romance category. And Capricorns, you got the Star card. The Star card is also known as the Wish card. It's like wishing upon a star. And for some of you Capricorns, you have been feeling lonely and you have been wishing for love. And the Wish card, the Star card, says your wish is going to be granted. You are going to either find new love or you're going to have a current love be renewed, refreshed. You may even start to have that starry-eyed feeling toward your partner if you are currently in a relationship. And for those of you that are not in a relationship and have been longing for a relationship, know that this is your time and love is on the horizon for you, okay? The next card up is, well, before I go on to the next card, I'd just like to just say, ultimately, you are going to get what you want, Capricorns, and some of you may even feel that you may have a super strong bond with your partner. You may feel like even if you wanted to, you wouldn't be able to get away because you feel like there's some type of karmic tie with either the person that's coming into your life or with the person that you are currently with. Just so you know that. The next card I like to say is the follow-up card. And some of you Capricorns, you are being identified with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse position as showing signs of immaturity. For some of you, you may be a young male under the age of 30 that may be not living up to your full potential, not doing what you could do. In other words, things are topsy-turvy for you and your potentials you're not living up to is the best way that I could describe it for the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. That's what that indicates. And for those of you Capricorns that may be older, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position would indicate that you are acting like an immature under 30-year-old male or individual, and you're not putting your best foot forward. There may be even some separation for some of you Capricorns with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse position, because you you don't have a grip on things. You don't have the leverage that you would have if the Page of Pentacles was in the upright position. You are undecided. You're not able to make a full decision or make a complete decision about what it is that you want. You're kind of like just wallowing in something that you're not certain about as it relates to love and romance, rather than asking the question that would be asked in the upright position. How do I handle this? You're not handling things at all. You don't have a handle on things. Things are out of your hands, so to speak. Or one might say things are out of hand as it relates to love and romance for you. And even if you're not separated, you are living as if you're separated while you are with someone, because you are not manning up, if you will, and saying, I don't want this anymore. For some of you Capricorns, rather than you exercising your feelings of not wanting something that isn't right, you're allowing yourself to stay in a situation that may not be working for you, and you're not stepping up to the plate to end things or to get it right. You are basically wallowing in the mess, so to speak. And in the upright position, the Page of Pentacles would indicate that you're saying, I don't care how badly I want something. I'm not going to just deal with something that isn't right. I want this thing to be right. But in the reverse position, you are dealing with something that is not right, a situation that is not right, and you are not correcting the situation. As I said, the situation is out of hand. For some of you Capricorns. Now the next card comes from the deck of the Psychic for the Heart card, and this is the book that comes with that deck. And as you know, Capricorns, when I get two cards that come out at once, I go ahead and I read both cards. And you did get two cards in this case that came out at once from this deck, this Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. And the first card you have is Lead, and that's the number 4. And number 4, Lead card, the keywords here are guide, prioritize, act, structure, effort, reason. In matters of the heart, the energy of this card can both help and hinder. Examine the role that you play in your relationship. Do you take the lead and guide the direction do you take the lead and guide the direction of the relationship, or do you follow the other person? If you lead, are you forcing your will on the other person? If you follow, are your own needs being met? A solid relationship involves give and take, lead and follow. There has to be an even exchange of energy, and this is true for all relationships. This card reminds you to guide, not dominate. This card focuses on the intellectual rather than the emotional side of relationships. How is the relationship serving those involved? Is a relationship if a relationship is to be healthy and strong, everyone's needs must be met. If a relationship is to be healthy and strong, everyone's needs must be met. There has to be significant structure and order so that each person knows the boundaries. Each person must make the relationship a priority and put forth effort into making it strong. And finally, the decisions made in and about the relationship must be based on sound reasoning rather than pure ego. If you're looking for a romantic relationship, are you actively searching, or are you hoping someone will simply show up in your life? This is a card of action, of being proactive, not reactive. Take the lead, network, make yourself available. And the affirmations here, Capricorn, are I ensure that my relationships are healthy and that each person's needs are met. Okay? The affirmation, that's what the affirmation for this card. And the traditional tarot that corresponds with this card is the Emperor. So, this card has some characteristics of the Emperor, but as it relates here to love and romance, it is calling you to pay attention to what's going on in the relationship, that you are being a leader, not a dominant figure in the relationship. The next card that you have, Capricorns, is the number 2 card, and that card is about listening. It says listen. And the key words here are see, hear, sense, quiet, intuition, knowing. Take a moment to quiet your mental chatter and listen. In relationships, it's important to pay attention to what the other person is really saying. Too often in conversations, you're already planning what you're going to say while the other person is still talking. You make assumptions about where the conversation is going and plan your part of the conversation accordingly, even working the conversation to a desired outcome. When this happens, you don't truly hear what the other person said, and in doing so, you weren't present for that person. Listening starts with becoming quiet, centered, and totally present. Listening involves many senses. Use your eyes to see body language of the other person. Use your ears to hear not only what words spoken, but also tone. Use your ears to hear not only the words spoken, but also the tone used to express them. Use your intuition to get a sense of what the person is saying. Use your intuition to get a sense of what the person is really saying and feeling. Intuition often helps you hear what is not said as well as what is said. This is crucial to understanding the person or situation. Understanding is essential to improving the relationship or situation. Remember, once again, to center yourself and use all of your senses to understand what is actually being communicated. Listening is a gift. Give this gift to your partner. parents, children, friends, co-workers, pets, and anyone you meet. Most important, give this gift to yourself. Tune into tune in to your mind, body, and soul. Are you listening? What do you hear? And the affirmation here is, I honor myself by being present and truly listening to the messages I hear. And the corresponding traditional tarot with this card would be the High Priestess. So it is calling you to lead, use your intuition, listen, and be present as you are listening to your partner, to ensure that your relationship is strengthened, and for those of you Capricorns that are coming into a new relationship, so that the relationship will get off on a good foot. The best way to do that is to lead and or listen to your partner so that you can get a clearer, more precise understanding of where your partner is coming from and where you're coming from. So keep that in mind. Then the next card up you have is the Sun card, and it is in the reverse position, and that comes from the Q&E deck. This is what the box looks like. And those of you that have tuned into my channel in previous times, you know the story behind this particular deck for me, and that once upon a time I wanted to get rid of these cards. I wanted to burn them. I wanted to just destroy them. And I've said to you before, and I'll say it again, I'm so glad that I did not, because I was going through a difficult time in my life, and each card that I would pull was worse than the card before. And I'm now learning and understanding that that was a learning curve that I was on. And the challenges that I had to deal with and did get through only strengthened me. And of course, I didn't think about that then or realize it when I was going through it. But the one thing that was most important to me was that these cards were accurate, and that enabled me to become forewarned, and therefore I was able to be forearmed in order to combat some of the things that I needed to deal with, and to be still when I needed to be still, and what have you, by using these cards. Also, Capricorn, for those of you that would be interested in reading for yourself, your friends, your family, what have you, this is a great deck to start with, because it has the words on the front, it has the upright position as well as the reverse position, to help you with learning that the meaning of the cards. And I'm going to go ahead and read what the card says on the front here. And as you can see how tiny those words are, so I'm going to ask you, see that? I'm going to ask you to bear with me, okay? It says, this is the Sun card in the reverse position. It indicates immaturity, laziness, lack of ambition, crises in confidence. You've lost belief in your abilities. This card signals a lawsuit. I'm sorry. This card indicates or signals a low point in your life, perhaps. Any facet of your life could be at risk. Your future is in doubt. Possible loss of job, home, or loved one. Your relationship could be in trouble. Also indicates a broken engagement. Um, and this card is calling you to deal with the reality of your situation. Okay. Um, this card generally for the love and romance category, the sun card, would indicate um, you're not seeing the lover that you want to see in some kind of way. Um, with it in the reverse position, I'm going to say that you are um, perhaps seeing someone that you should not be seeing, or you are not being responsible in ending a relationship that is no longer working for you. And that corresponds with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. As I started with, some of you Capricorns will be moving into a place of a new relationship or strengthening a current relationship with the wish card there. But some of you are being very immature and need to get your act together and learn to listen and lead. Okay? And with that, I'm going to conclude this portion of the reading, and I'm going to move on to the tea leaf fortune card deck. And can you see that? That's the box that it comes in. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and move these cards over here. And the first card up for you Capricorns is the Sunrise card. The Sunrise card indicates new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. Okay? As the sun rises on this ocean where creativity is born, the Sunrise card is saying for some of you Capricorns, you are entering into a place of new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. And that could include business, romance, as well. Because this is a love and romance reading, for some of you, it will relate to romance. But with the tea leaf cards, it could also relate to business for some of you Capricorns, okay? Then you have the needle and thread. It says a sincere wish will be granted. Some of you Capricorns, something that is very dear to you and that you really, really want, you are going to get it. It is going to be granted you. And this goes, again, Capricorn, with the wish card that you got in the beginning. Here you have it again. A wish is being granted. A wish that is dear and near to you. A sincere wish is being granted. Then you have the leg card. The leg card indicates that you're going to be stepping into a new experience. Many of you Capricorns will be stepping into a new experience. This could be in romance, this could be work and career related, but you will be having a new experience. And it could very well be with your new love with that star card. So just keep that in mind. Then you have the seahorse. The seahorse talks about family matters. And now the thing about it with the seahorse is that the male carries the eggs after the female has laid them. Okay? So this seahorse card indicates that there will be family matters that will be pressing upon you, or will be carrying the burden of some issues as it relates to family matters. So keep that in mind. Then you have the rat. The rat indicates that someone's working against you behind your back. This means, Capricorns, that you need to beware of whom you talk to and know that what you say can and possibly will be used against you when this rat card appears, because this card indicates that someone is um, sneaking around. You don't know that this person is working against you behind your back. Therefore, you need to be careful about what you talk about and whom you talk about things with. This also could indicate some form of legal um, situation going on. So keep that in mind. Okay, there is definitely a rat among the midst of people that you might call a friend. So this is going to be someone that's very close that you would not be paying attention to. So therefore, even if you feel like, oh, well, I've only been talking to my friends, this card, the rat card, is saying to you, Capricorns, stop talking to everybody. And it also cautions you to not accuse someone of being a rat until you are certain, because this card indicates that the rat is someone that you don't see that this person is a rat. You don't see that this person is going to rat you out. You don't see that this person is talking behind your back. You think that they're a friend. That's why this card is cautioning you to shut up, okay, and listen. With the listen card, okay, use your intuition. You might have a feeling about somebody and not be able to prove it, but follow your intuition. If you think someone may not be whom they are passing themselves off to be, then pay attention to that. But again, don't make any accusations until you know for certain what's what, because this person is not someone that you can see that they're doing what they're doing. Okay? Then you have the candle card. The candle card says you will be shown the way. The candle here, the picture of the candle here is amongst lilies, which says that there is some spiritual love coming your way and that you will be shown the way. It may be through a spiritual aspect that you get the answers that you need to get. Okay? So just keep that in mind, that you will be shown the way. Okay? Then you have the key card. The key card indicates successful outcome to your problem or to your problems. So you are going to have success in overcoming your problems. So this is like one would say, if you were handed the key to a city, okay, meaning that they're saying to you that you will be taken care of and that you are not going to have any issues or problems because you have the key to what you need to unlock. That's what this card is indicating. All right? So that's something to keep in mind. Then you have the stork. The stork card indicates news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Now, for some of you Capricorns, you may be about to have a baby or just had a baby, or someone you know just had a baby or is about to have a baby. Also, this could be related to a business opportunity as well. So someone will be starting a new business, or some of you Capricorns yourselves will be starting new businesses. Okay? So keep that in mind. Then you have the Sun card. The Sun card indicates happiness and well-being. This Sun card indicates happiness that comes from above, happiness that comes from within, happiness that cannot be shaken. Okay? And you are going to um, find yourself in a place of inner happiness, happiness that seems to just rain upon you as or shine upon you as the sun beams on you. Um, this happiness is um, going to give you a sense of peace as well. So keep that in mind. Then you have the gavel. The gavel card indicates involvement with the law. Okay? It could be any level of dealing with the law. Um, so just keep that in mind. And it could be around your family and as it relates to dealing with the law. So keep that in mind as well. Then you have the tanker, and the tanker indicates it's time to celebrate, have fun, and enjoy yourself, because it's the tanker card is it's a card where you say, raise your cups, here, here, cheers, what have you. It's time to celebrate. That's what the tanker card is calling you to do, to raise your cup in celebration. Have fun. Enjoy yourself, because this is a card of celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Okay? Then you have the harp. The harp card indicates great happiness. Okay? In other words, as the harpist is playing the music, it's so splendor and it's so wonderful hearing her play. It brings happiness to you. That's a place where your life is coming to, Capricorns, where you will feel this great happiness and you will feel like if someone is playing the harp in your life. Okay? So pay attention to that. Then you have fair woman. There is a fair woman that some of you Capricorns will be dealing with or having a relationship with in some way, form, or fashion. She will have blonde, gray, or white hair is what the card is indicating here. So pay attention to that. She will have some significance in your life. The card does not indicate whether she will be friend or foe, but it does indicate that you will have dealings with her or relationships with this woman, and it will be her impact or influence will be greatly felt, okay, in your life. Then you have the Pale. The Pale card indicates time to get out of a situation. If you have been in a situation that you do not like, be it romantic, career, or what have you, the Pale card is calling you to get out. Okay? It is time to get out. Just as this pail has toppled over, I don't know if it's been kicked over, pushed over, or what have you, but it's spilling out of its contents is spilling out, and that is what the card is calling you to do. Get out of a situation that is not working for you. So there you have it, Capricorns. If you would like to get a personal reading, if something that I said may have resonated with you and you want more details, more information on a personal level, please, by all means, I welcome you to go to www.whatsthettarot to book your personal reading. And just know that there are same-day readings available for you if you would like that, or you can book for a later date if you like. So with that, I am going to say, Capricorns, until next time, ciao for now.